All right, we are back for week two of what I'm calling the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl email podcast. This week, that's exactly what we are going to talk about, your inner mean girl. And I think it's really important to address this topic because I truly, truly, truly believe it is the thing that is standing between you and whatever goal you want for yourself, whatever habits you want to create, whatever confidence you want to build, the way that you are living your life now versus the way that you want to be living your life. This inner mean girl is the only thing standing in your way. I also believe that it is the thing that most of us overlook most of the time. And I'm going to talk about this throughout, but we quickly jump to all of the things that we should be doing, that we need to be doing, that we have to be doing. And we focus so much on our actions, right? We think about setting the alarm and setting out our workout clothes and getting up and going to the gym, and we focus on what foods we need to eat and how we need to meal prep and um, the meal plans and the grocery lists and all of the things, right? We think of all of the actions that we need to take, and we never focus on what is driving those actions or what keeps us from taking those actions. We never focus on the thing that stops us when we are taking those actions, that makes it feel so hard or like we can't continue to do it. That is your inner mean girl. And quieting her down is the most critical piece of creating the habits, the confidence, and the life that you want. If you do not learn to quiet her down, it's always going to feel hard. It's always going to feel like you are white knuckling your way through, that you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, that you believe deep in your soul that you won't be able to keep it up. That's your inner mean girl. So let's talk about her and what she sounds like. And I say your inner mean girl, maybe for you, it's your inner critic. One of my clients says it's her judge. Whatever resonates with you, I'm going to address her as your inner mean girl because that is always what she has been to me. And that is what most of my clients have resonated with as well. But your inner mean girl is that voice inside your head that is keeping you from something that you really want. And I want you to think about what this may sound like for you. But when you set a goal, there's something out there that you know when you go after this, you'll feel so proud. You'll feel accomplished. You'll feel so much better. It will build confidence in you and will allow you to live your life in the best way possible. It's that best version of you that you want to show up as every single day. Your inner mean girl comes in when you have something that you really want. And in order to get there, you need to do things differently. You need to step outside your comfort zone because here's the reality. Your comfort zone is what you've always been doing. It's what you know. It's what you're used to. It's the stories that you've been telling yourself. It's the actions that you've been taking. It's your most predominant feelings. That is your comfort zone. And even when you can put it in that context, it starts to bring light to, oh, my comfort zone is just this thing that's been on repeat. And in order to create change, we need to step outside of our comfort zone. It's the only way. The only way you can change the things that you're doing or how you're feeling or the thoughts that you're thinking about yourself, about your body, about your life, about your habits is to start to do things differently. But what happens is, as soon as we start to do things, our inner mean girl turns up the volume. She wants to keep you in the comfort of what you know. This is where our brains try to trick us. They think over there is not safe. They want to bring you back. But the reality is your comfort zone is not so comfortable when you want to create change. When there is something that you want to achieve, habits that you want to build, weight you want to lose, confidence you want to feel, the only way to do it is to start to do things differently. And by not doing things, by staying in your comfort zone, it's actually the most uncomfortable place that you can be. So your inner mean girl starts to get loud. She starts to tell you things like, you can't do it. You don't have the time. You're too busy. You've never been able to do that before. You can't stick with anything. You know you won't stick with anything. You've already tried everything and nothing works. Other people can do it, but you can't do it. These are just some of the flavors of what your inner mean girl may be saying. She also shows up in more subtle ways, in ways that's like, you're too tired. No, you really don't want that. Or you really do want that. The kids need you. You've got to go back to work. You've got to work after hours. You can't possibly take time off. These are the words of your inner mean girl. And I want you to think about, what is her most predominant story in your mind? When you think about your inner mean girl, what words is she telling you? For me personally, one of her most repeated, it's like top of the Spotify list, one of her most repeated phrases is, it's not working. My inner mean girl loves to tell me it's not working. It's what had me in like instant gratification mode for so long, where I would start a diet or start a workout routine and expect to see those instant results right away. Next day, I wanted to see that my stomach was flatter and my legs were thinner and the weight went down. That was the cycle that I was in. And when that didn't happen, I immediately jumped to the next thing because it wasn't working. And that voice still likes to pop up. When I started my business, she liked to tell me, but it's not working. And here I am, and it's working. But what I had to do in both of those situations was learn to quiet that voice down. I had to learn to hear it's not working and to not believe it. And that's a really tricky thing to do, because the words of your inner mean girl feel like the truth, but only because you've been telling yourself it for so long. They're just your most practiced thoughts. They're thoughts that you come back to when things start to feel a little challenging. When you start to doubt yourself a little bit more, that volume increases on your inner mean girl. She wants to pull you back into the comfort of what you know, of where you are right now. But my friends, if you want change, you have to learn to quiet her down, not get rid of her, because the reality is she will never leave. She is the primitive part of your brain that wants to keep you safe, that wants to be aware of any danger in your life and bring you back into safety. But when it comes to feeling better, to feeling more comfortable in your own skin, to letting go of the restrictions and the deprivation and the guilt that you've been feeling for so long, the obsession with food and exercise, the comparison of yourself to somebody else, when it comes to building confidence in who you are and what you do and creating habits that allow you to live the life that you love, you have to learn to quiet her down. You have to hear the words that she tells you and not react to them. You have to be able to hear those words and be like, I got you. Of course you're there. You're trying to keep me safe, and I'm still going to take action that's going to move me closer to my goal. This is the first step in achieving any goal that you have for yourself. Any goal that you have for yourself. How is your inner mean girl showing up for you? What is she telling you? What are you believing is your truth? And why are you choosing to believe that? Does that feel good to you? Do you like believing her negative story that's holding you back from creating the life that you want to be living, to creating the feelings that make you feel amazing in your body, that make you feel confident in your habits, that allow you to create habits that you feel like you can maintain for the rest of your life because now they feel easy. If listening to her is what you want to do and you enjoy that and you are living your life with her on board, continue to live your life that way. But if you are not, if there is something that you really want and you keep telling yourself that you're too busy, that it's not the right time, that you can't do it, that you've tried everything, that nothing is working, that you'll get to it one day, I challenge you to quiet that inner mean girl just for today. Learn to hear her and move her over here. Come back to what you want. Keep your feet planted in the direction of your goals. Don't let her turn you around. And the best way that I can explain this is you are having a party. Okay, imagine you're having a block party and everybody on your block is invited to this party. But there are people on your block that you really like, that bring out the best in you, that make you feel really good, that make you feel confident, that allow you to just really soak in life. Those are the people that you want to hang out with at your party. And then there are people on your block that, of course, they're invited, but they're not really your people. You don't really want to hang out with them. These are your inner mean girl and your confident thoughts. Allow that inner mean girl to come to your party, acknowledge her, say hello, I hear you. Drinks are over there, food's over there, make yourself at home. And then bring yourself back to the thoughts that make you feel good. The thoughts that remind you what you want and why you want it. The thoughts that remind you that it's going to feel uncomfortable at first, but only because you're doing things differently. Only because you are changing what you do and who you are and the life that you want to be living is what you are creating. So quiet that inner mean girl, my friends. Listen to her story and bring yourself back to what makes you feel good, what you can do today to keep your feet planted in the direction of your goals. That's the power of quieting your inner mean girl. Go out, quiet her down today. All right, my friends. Bye.